They laughed when I said I was writing a book. They said, "Who do you think you are? There's a poor reading culture. You're wasting your time." Well, I wrote the book anyway, and it changed my life. Today, I want to tell you exactly how it happened. 2011, I was invited to speak to pupils at a secondary school in Chilabombe district of the Copperbelt province. A young man with a message, just me, 10 cards in my pocket. I had written on each card a piece of advice, a truth I wish someone had told me in school. Honest words from a friend to a friend. After I spoke, something unexpected happened. Pupils started fighting over my card. They wanted to read them, to keep them, to remember those words. That moment lit a fire inside me. I thought if 10 points on small cards could spark that kind of hunger. I went home and typed the 10 points into a Word document, printed the cover, stapled a book. It was not fancy, but to me, that was my first edition. No ISBN, no fancy cover, no editor, just raw passion and a message that refused to stay silent. Later, I printed a bound manuscript. I still have it. And in 2013, I finally published a professional edition of How to Get the Most Out of Your School Days. 10 timely pieces of advice from a friend to a friend. I faced all kinds of discouragement. You need a PhD to write a book. People won't read. There is no market. You're just wasting your money. Some were close friends, but I'd already seen young people fighting for my words. That image kept me going because it's not about being the smartest person in the room. In 2013, the book was printed. I held it in my hands and I said to myself, "You did it." Since that first edition in 2013, what began as 10 110 points on 10 cards has opened doors I never imagined. I returned to my roots, to Danford Chira, my former school in Bwacha, Angelina Temple Girls' School, to see young minds light up with possibility. It reminded me why I started. Then came a TV interview. Zambia National Broadcasting Corporation Smooth Talk. The host, Innocent Kalaluka Smooth Ike, held up my book. I spoke with pride. A phone captured the moment on the TV screen. It was real. Since then, I've given talks at Simba International School in Ndola, amongst other private and government schools. I've spoken at Stanbic and Standard Chartered banks, encouraging parents to invest in their children's education. And the Bank of Zambia's Northern Region bought copies of my book for Youth Day. Real people, real lives, real impact. I also became a weekly columnist in the Zambia Daily Mail newspaper for 2 years. To anyone watching this who's ever thought of writing a book, hear me clearly. You can. Speak to those who need your voice. Don't wait to become an expert. Start with your truth. Step by step, word by word. I'm still dreaming. Right here at Seton 88 in Bwacha, we are building a children's library to raise the next generation of readers, writers, and leaders. This is just the beginning. If this video spoke to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and you can now get the latest version of the book on Amazon. Link in the description. Let's keep moving, one step at a time.
I will never fail. No matter how long it takes, I will never fail. No matter how hard it gets, I will never fail. If I keep on moving, I will never fail. I will never fail. I will never fail. No pain, no gain, I will never fail. No way, okay, I will never fail.